Look, if you don't like me out of the box, then put it back on the shelf. I'm not gonna be someone else just to impress you. Except in this instance, cringe as... Now, the last thing that I did, the icing on this cringe-flavored cake was inspired by the third to last chapter of this 468-page book. Use physical lore. I'll read you a section straight from the book. Throughout the seductive process, you have been feeling the target's mind. Let those momentos, shared experiences, you keep constantly present, even when you are not there. Now, as you shift to the physical part of the seduction, you must see your targets more often. In other words, buy her, be romantic, but in that 1700s kind of way. You know, send letters, get her gifts, things that constantly remind her of your presence. This is the part that makes me want to shoot myself in the head. Like, I can't believe I'm actually about to tell you this. It is so fucking, oh my God. So, this is what I did. I sent her roses. From Jamaica. I was in Jamaica and I called the local flower shop back here in Texas. And then I had them deliver 5 dozen roses to her apartment. 1 dozen says, hey, I really like you. 5 dozen says, I make way too much money for making cartoons on the internet, and also I might be a serial killer. And she liked them. She liked them. She posted the fucking picture on Twitter and tagged me in it. So at the time, she was feeling it, but what? I had previously had a girlfriend for like 4 years, and I think I bought her roses once. I hadn't even met this girl in person yet. I mean, we did FaceTime for hours, almost every night the entire time I was in Jamaica. But 5? I'm pretty sure that warrants a state-funded execution. But I was lost, man. I was lost. I really thought I was killing this art of seduction. And here's the piteous part. When I got back to Texas and we actually met up, it wasn't good for so many reasons, but they all boiled down to saying that I had done way too much. Like, it put so much pressure on me. It made me care too much about the outcome, so I wasn't relaxed when we met in person, and it made the first day go really bad. So she lost interest shortly after, and you know, although I'm glad it happened because it taught me some valuable lessons, I'm 99.99% sure that if I had just been done like how I am with every other girl, I probably would have gotten that Moroccan gym badge. And by gym badge, obviously, I mean we would have cultivated a respectful and consensual relationship. I'm not talking about getting in her pants, but that would have happened too, most likely. There is so much to dissect here. Like, I did a lot wrong. But if I had to give you only one thing to take away, it's just be yourself. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and then be unapologetically that. If someone falls for you while you're pretending to be something you're not, or pretending to be someone else, they're not really falling for you. They're falling for who you're pretending to be. You don't need a dating coach. You don't need to read any dating books. All you gotta do is just work on becoming the best version of yourself. Being a better listener, becoming more emotionally intelligent, etc., working on your body, all that shit, man. But focus on being the best you, and then the right person is gonna see that and be attracted to that. You don't want to attract the wrong people, and that for sure will happen if you're not being you. So thank you again for watching, and make sure to go and watch my last animated story, I Stole Jewelry for My Girlfriend. It's very funny. You won't regret it. I promise you. I'm gonna link to it on the screen, in the description, and in the little tag.
What?
I remembered that my mom had a drawer filled with jewelry, which I thought she had way too much of. obviously. I mean, the drawer was a mess, completely unorganized. All of her jewelry was thrown all over the place inside her jewelry box. So, obviously, she had way too much. So I figured she would have missed a necklace. So I take one of the necklaces and I write Brittany a love letter. And the next day, which was the day before Valentine's Day, while she was off somewhere, I don't know, doing shit, I slipped an envelope with the letter and one of my mother's necklaces into her bag. Fast forward to the next day, and as I'm walking into class, guess who I saw smiling at me? I know. Baby girl Brittany. Kobe, nigga. I don't miss. I wish it was a true statement. I miss all the fucking time. Why am I talking like this? So when lunchtime came around, I went up to her and I was like, so did you get my letter? And then she was like, duh, nigga, that's why I let you a dumbass get close to me. I wasn't the smartest kid in class at the time. Or ever. So then I was like, oh, so you want to be my Valentine? And then she was like, okay. So then I was like, oh shit, well, while we here, you want to be my girlfriend? And then she was like, okay. Bam, nigga. So I cool and walked away. And it didn't take long for me to realize that I don't know how to keep a girlfriend. Like, how do I keep her interested? So I was like, wait a second. My mom has so much jewelry. This shit worked so good the first time. I'll just do it again tomorrow. So rinse and repeat. But second time she got the jewelry, didn't really have the same effect. Because one, the more you do something, the less value it has. And two, did I mention that we were 9? Oh my god! This girl didn't care about jewelry, especially jewelry that's for a grown woman. And even if she wore it, which she wasn't going to, she looked like every stereotypical 90s rapper ever. Like the necklace probably caught her at her belly button. So eventually I realized that this strategy was not going to work long term. I mean, besides all of the psychological reasons why, giving her jewelry every day would have just been weird, you know? And eventually my mom was going to realize how light her jewelry box was getting. So I had to come up with a new strategy. And in a flash of genius, I thought that maybe I could try talking to her. I know I'm a revolutionary. So there we are at lunch the next day, and we're eating and talking together, and it's going well, but I realized that this girl was boring. Like, this bitch was so boring. Like, god damn. She didn't like cartoons. She didn't like Dragon Ball Z. She didn't play Pokemon. She didn't like soccer. She liked to read, and which I hated reading as a child. Like, I'd rather be constipated, which, oh my god, I suffered from chronic constipation as a child. Like, my memories of my childhood is mostly me being constipated on the toilet. And I know for a fact during my childhood at no point would I have ever traded being constipated with reading a fucking book. Ugh. So I was thoroughly disappointed, to say the least. And then, as we were eating together, a group of my friends passed by and they were playing bottle soccer, which is where you fill up a bottle with water and use it as a ball to play soccer. If you're lucky, you can find a tennis ball, but desperate times call for desperate measures. These are the things that little Jamaican boys do. And to all my fans who don't live in America, yes, it's called football, but just go with it, alright? Shh. And as they passed by, she was like, ugh, they are so immature, kicking around a little bottle like children. Look how dirty their uniforms are getting. Ugh, I hope you never do that. So I was like, me? Nah, that is so lame. Oh my gosh, like, I spend all my free time doing crossword puzzles and teaching myself how to file taxes. But obviously, of course, I loved playing bottle soccer. Like, that was fire, dog. So there I was. I was in a relationship with this boring-ass girl that I stole my mother's jewelry to impress, being push-whipped into not being able to play with my friends. And the worst part was, I don't even get it.
He needs some milk.
Now, Not that I knew what that was at that age, but the concept is still the same. So fast forward to the next day, and it's after school. And I'm walking across the playground, and I see that my boys are getting together to start a game of bottle soccer. And then I see Brittany sitting on a bench by the playground, chilling with her girlfriend. And I knew right there and then that I had a decision to make.
Hey, yo, Don! You wanna play? Don!
I'm on my way! I say, fuck it. I untuck my shirt, tie my school shoes up, and go play bottle soccer with my boys. And sure enough, by the end of the game, Brittany's friend walks over to me and is like, so Brittany doesn't want to be your girlfriend anymore. And then I was like, bitch, you would look like I can. No. And that's the story. Moral of the story: 1, you can't buy love. And 2, just because you find someone to be attractive on the outside doesn't mean that they'll be a good match for you. So if it doesn't work out, consider yourself lucky that you got away, because not everything that glitters is gold, except for that necklace I stole from my mom. That shit was real gold. Yeah. And on that note, I know exactly what I'm getting my mom for Christmas. A brand new Dreamland Boulevard hoodie, yo. Ooh, check it. What? Have you got yours yet? You haven't? Fuck is wrong with you? Go get one. Nah, but on a serious note, thank you guys again for everyone who's copped a hoodie so far. We're actually almost sold out. We dead-ass emptied the Champion warehouse here in Texas of these black hoodies. They ain't got no more of these shits, man. Y'all bought all of them. So we personally have a few left in stock that, already has the design on them. So those are, almost gone. So if you haven't copped yours as yet, go ahead and head over to the dreamlandboulevard.com website. Link down below in the description. So send me a picture when you get it. Thank you guys. I love you. And I'll see you again next week. Well, probably not. You know how this shit goes. This is a story of how I got fired from McDonald's. Previously on Don Hines Animated. It's because everyone knows McDonald's. Actually, scratch that. Let's make it a Wendy's because fuck McDonald's. Oh, Don, you got beef with McDonald's? Yeah, I got beef with McDonald's, but that's a story for another time.
I wonder why Don has beef with McDonald's. Don has beef with McDonald's. Beef with McDonald's.
McDonald's, official sponsor of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. But it was the first place to ever give me a job, so I guess it's not all that bad. Psych! McDonald's is straight trash, man. I hate that place. However, I will admit that their fries are amazing. If you told me that they sprinkle a little crack on their fries, I wouldn't be surprised, man. So let's get into the story, shall we? As many of you know, I was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. And at the age of 16, I moved to the good old U.S. of A. Broward County, Southern Florida, to be exact. I moved to America for the same reason that every immigrant does. For a better life, more opportunities, essentially a chance to chase the American dream. So needless to say, I was very excited to move to America, and I was even more excited to be going to an American high school. Every episode of Ned's Declassified, Boy Meets World in Degrassi had prepared me for this move. I was finally ready to be an American teen. Or so I thought. You see, I thought that I had everything that I needed to fit into the American high school scene. I had a cool accent from a cool place. I was a great student, outgoing, pretty athletic. I was bound to become a key player to some sporting team. And I've been told that I'm not that hard on the eyes, if you know what I mean. All these things together seems like the perfect recipe for...
So I've been sitting here waiting to make today's video for I'd say 30 minutes, and I've just been reading through the comments on yesterday's video, and I shit you not, someone commented this on yesterday's video. Hey Luna, really love your channel, amazing stuff, but you're lacking lately. Try throwing something new in the mix, maybe like reacting to a video or two. Put a couple videos in your videos to react to. Do you know how shitty that would look if I did that? You guys just like watch one of my normal videos and then like... It's not gonna make any sense. He also told me to make my titles more descriptive because they're boring and shitty. Don't you think it would kind of spoil the video if I named yesterday's video? Heavyset man sneaks on the stage and jumps in a crowd. Crowd doesn't catch him. I think that would kind of spoil it. But I don't remember this guy's name who commented this shit. We'll just call him Mayonnaise Man. If you're fucking watching this, Mayonnaise Man, I'm very sorry. And from this point on, I'll be sure to throw in just random fucking videos in the middle of my commentaries, so... look out for that. But anyway, on today's video, I'm going to be talking about something really, really funny that wasn't funny at the time. But to start this off, there was this kid, okay? Young kid. We were in elementary school when this all happened, so we were all pretty much young kids. Only fucking adults in this situation were the teachers and the principal and the school figures. But anyway, we're gonna call this kid Noah. Little Noah was a complete fucking troublemaker. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Little Noah did some fucking bad shit. There was a time where this motherfucker literally pulled a teacher's hair because she said some shit that apparently offended him. He got suspended for 3 weeks after that, so if that tells you enough about him, he's a bad kid. But this certain day, Noah was pissed, okay? I don't know why. He got angry at a teacher, or someone said something apparently about his family that made him angry. And he decided, hey, instead of taking out my anger on the person that said the bad shit about his family, let's go into the bathroom, the school public bathroom, and literally fuck it up. Let's just clog the toilets, clog the sinks, piss on the floor, all sorts of great shit, and then just walk out of school for someone else to deal with it. And that's exactly what he did. He went to the bathroom, fucked the entire thing up, clogged the toilets, clogged the sink, even stuck paper towel down the urinals, which is just disgusting. I don't even want to think about that. And literally fucked the bathroom up. He flushed all of his fucking toilets, overflowed them all, and then instead of dealing with it, just walked out of the school. Just the nearest exit, pieced the fuck out, and was out of there. Now to this day, I'm very surprised because it was a private school with not a lot of students, and they didn't catch him on the camera leaving, but they caught him in the camera going to the bathroom and fucking it up. And the principal thought, hey, that kid looks a lot like Austin. Let's call Austin to the main office. So I'm sitting in my classroom doing my normal shit, just working, being a fucking student, and I hear the little megaphone bullshit intercom thing come on, whatever the fuck it is, and I hear my name. Like, Austin, you please come to the main office? So I get up and I go up there, walk into my principal giving me the look of just, what is wrong with you? He literally looked at me like I just killed someone, straight up. So I sit down and I was like, what's going on? He's like, we saw what you did earlier. Ah!